Here are the top 5 Costco travel deals for this summer that you should book now before these limited time offers goes away. From warm and tropical destinations to cooler and mountainous vacations, there is something here for everyone. There are hundreds of deals on Costco Travel, but I've narrowed it down to the top 5 summer offers right now, which has up to $1,000 in extra perks and bonuses. My name is Josh, and after traveling to over 60 countries, I believe that Costco Travel is still one of the most underrated ways of booking trips, especially if you want great deals, epic experiences, and simple planning. I'll start with my number 5 and work my way to my number 1 discovery, a bucket list 5-star resort in St. Lucia that Costco is offering a limited time deal that's almost too good to pass up for a premium summer trip. You'll see what I mean at the end. First, let's start with number 5. Coming in at number 5 is the Conrad Punta de Mita Resort Package in Mexico. If you're looking for a scenic, relaxing place to kick off your summer, Mexico is always a great place to start. And it just so happens Costco has a really solid deal for it right now. This one is located along the Riviera Nayarit on Mexico's Pacific coast, known for its wide, uncrowded beaches, rolling hills, and a more laid-back, upscale feel compared to places like Cancun, in my opinion. This 5-star Conrad resort really leans into the setting. The entire resort is designed to blend into the natural landscape. You've got low-rise buildings, open-air spaces, and views of the ocean from almost everywhere on the property. You've got multiple pools spread throughout the property, several delicious restaurants, a full spa, and direct beach access. So whether you want to relax, explore, or just enjoy the views, everything is built around that coastal setting. Now when it comes to value, this is where the Costco package really makes a difference. Right now, they're offering about $400 in instant savings, which basically means that the discount is already applied to the price you see, so you're not having to do anything extra to get it. On top of that, you're getting daily breakfast for 2, which adds up quickly over a few days, plus a $100 resort credit to use during your stay. And if you're traveling with family, up to 2 kids under 12 eats free, which is really a nice bonus. And just like the others, your private airport transportation is already included, so it keeps everything simple from the moment you arrive. The total price for this package typically falls somewhere around $250 a night on the low end to $380 on the high end, depending on your dates of course. But for a luxury 5-star beachfront resort like this, especially in a destination like Punta de Mita, it's a pretty strong deal you should consider. Speaking of strong deals, the next one is even more exciting. Coming in at number 4 is the JW Marriott Guanacaste package in Costa Rica. Now this one has a different vibe than the Caribbean. Costa Rica is more about that mix of lush jungle, wildlife, and coastline. It can have an adventure component while still giving you that beach experience. You've got things like rainforests, volcanoes, and tons of outdoor activities, from ziplining and hiking to surfing. So it's one of those destinations where you can relax at the resort, but also go out and actually experience the country. This 5-star resort itself sits right along the Pacific coast, and it's a really well-rounded property. You've got a large pool, multiple restaurants, a full spa, and easy access to things like surfing, hiking, and exploring the surrounding area. But where this one really starts to stand out is the value you're getting through Costco Travel right now. With this package, you're getting daily breakfast for 2, plus a $25 daily food and beverage credit, which adds up quickly over a few days. And if you're staying 5 nights or more, Costco also includes a $145 bonus dining credit and an $85 spa credit on top of that. So when you add everything together, you're looking at around $700 in added value as a free bonus over a 5-night stay. And just like the last one, your private airport transportation is already included, which makes the whole trip a lot more seamless. The total price for this package typically falls somewhere around $300 a night on the low end and $600 on the high end, depending on your dates. But for a 5-star resort like this in Costa Rica with these kind of inclusions, it's a really strong overall deal you should consider. So if you want something that still has the beach, but also gives you a little more to do and explore, this is a great deal. Real quick, if you want to receive the latest travel deals and experiences I find each week to your email, whether it's from Costco Travel or elsewhere, sign up for my free email newsletter. The link is down in the description. Now this next one is about as Costco as it gets. In fact, it's so much so that it is branded under Kirkland's signature. If you're looking to get out of the heat and do something with cool weather this summer, then consider this next option. Coming in at number 3 is the 12-day Kirkland Signature Denali Explorer Cruise. I know it has the word cruise in the title, but this adventure actually starts on land. You begin inland in Fairbanks, Alaska, where you'll go explore Denali National Park, see wildlife like moose and bears, and experience some of the most untouched landscapes in the US. From there, you'll travel by scenic rail and motor coach through Alaska, staying at unique lodges each night. It's a mix of exploration and relaxation along the way. On day 6 is when you transition onto your cruise in Whittier, Alaska, where the second half of the trip becomes a 6-night cruise down to Vancouver. This is where you'll see places like Hubbard Glacier, Glacier Bay, Juneau, Skagway, and Ketchikan. So you're getting both the inland and coastal sides of Alaska in one trip. The ship itself is the Island Princess, which was recently refurbished in 2024 and is basically a floating resort. You've got ocean view staterooms, over 700 balconies, multiple dining options, and a full entertainment on board. So even when you're not out exploring, there's still a lot to do and enjoy. You can also choose to do this itinerary in reverse. Now, this is where Costco adds value to a trip like this. If you book through Costco Travel, you're getting exclusive Costco member pricing, which I'll show you in a moment, plus a $75 onboard credit to use during your cruise. And more importantly, a trip like this can be complicated to plan on your own. But here, everything from your land stays, meals, excursions, and transportation to the cruise itself is bundled together. The total price for this 12-night experience, because of the special Costco member pricing, starts around $1,263 per person, depending on your dates and level of room, which is honestly pretty impressive when you consider how expensive Alaska is and how much is included in a trip like this. So if you love a great deal and want cooler weather and want something completely different from a typical beach vacation, this is a really unique option. Okay, coming in at number 2 is the Westin Grand Cayman package. The Grand Cayman Islands is the perfect place to have a chill and luxurious summer vacation. And Costco happens to have a great deal on it right now. The Westin Grand Cayman is a 4-star resort located right on 7 Mile Beach, one of the most beautiful and well-known beaches in the Caribbean. This destination is really all about easy relaxation. Clear water, soft sand, and just slowing things down, even if it's just for a few days. The resort itself is exactly what you'd expect from a Westin resort. Clean, comfortable, and right on the beach. You've got multiple dining options, a full-service spa, and a lot of on-site activities like snorkeling, paddle boarding, beach yoga, and fitness classes. So you can stay active or just relax the entire time. Now this is where booking through Costco Travel starts to add real value. With this package, you're getting daily breakfast for 2, which alone is about $100 value per day. And when you add that up over a 4-night stay, you're looking at around $400 in added perks with no extra cost to you. On top of that, your airport transportation is included, and a lot of daily activities and amenities like snorkeling gear, fitness classes, and even beach yoga are already built into the resort experience. So it ends up being a much more complete and easy trip compared to booking everything separately. The total price for this package typically falls in the range of around $450 a night on the low end to $700 on the high end, depending on the dates in the summer. For a beachfront resort in Grand Cayman with these kind of inclusions, it's a pretty solid overall deal. So if you're looking for something simple, relaxing, and right on the beach outside of Mexico, this is a great deal you should consider. Okay, real quick, before I reveal my number 1 deal discovery, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please subscribe to this channel. It really helps, and I promise to continue improving these for you in the future. Alright, the number 1 enticing Costco deal for summer travel right now, in my opinion, is the Jade Mountain Resort package in St. Lucia. This 5-star resort feels more like a bucket list destination than anything. Let me show you. St. Lucia itself is known for the Piton Mountains, which are these dramatic volcanic peaks rising straight out of the Caribbean Sea. And it's easily one of the most visually unique islands in the region. And the Jade Mountain Resort is built right into that landscape. The entire resort sits on a 600-acre rainforest overlooking the ocean. And what makes it really different is that the rooms, which they call sanctuaries, are designed with an open fourth wall. So instead of a traditional hotel room, you're looking straight out over the ocean and the pitons with nothing blocking the view. And most of these rooms come with their own private infinity pool. Just imagine yourself swimming and relaxing with that 5-star view. It makes you feel like you have your own personal piece of the island. The experience here is way more immersive than a typical resort. You've got access to not one but 2 beaches, farm-to-table dining sourced from the resort's own organic farm, and even things like a chocolate laboratory. Just kidding, laboratory, where you can actually make your own chocolate. There are also hiking trails, water activities, and a full spa. So it's a mix of relaxing and experiencing the destination at the same time. Now, this is where this Costco package really stands out versus booking elsewhere. Costco Travel makes this close to an all-inclusive stay, where normally it isn't. Now, your meals are included. Breakfast, lunch, afternoon tea, and dinner, plus drinks, including alcohol, are all part of the package. You also get non-motorized water sports, entertainment, and Wi-Fi included, along with your own private airport transportation. On top of that, if you book by April 17th, Costco is also including a $100 resort credit for select room types, which just adds a little bit of extra value to the package. Normally, a place like this is just the room, and you're paying for everything else on top of that. But here, with everything bundled in for basically no extra cost, I mean, that's a pretty sweet deal for this iconic resort. And when you consider what a place like this typically costs, having all that included makes a big difference. Now, before I show you the cost for this one, I want to say that this is definitely the most expensive package on today's list, and it's not going to be for everyone. This video is about deals of value, and you have to personally decide what you value to see the world and have these incredible experiences. With that said, the total price for this package ranges around $1,250 a night on the low end to $1,600 on the high end, depending on your dates in the summer. You do get some extra bonuses if you book by April 17, like I mentioned earlier, but for a true bucket list resort like this, it's one of the more interesting deals I found on Costco Travel right now. So if you're looking to treat yourself this summer, for whatever reason, this is easily, hands down, the one I'd be looking at. Which one of these packages interests you the most? Let me know down in the comments. I also linked all 5 that we talked about today down in the description for you. Please subscribe to the channel to stay up to date for the latest travel deals and videos, and I'll see you in the next one.